Welcome back to Operation GameCube, the channel where I try to rebuild my childhood GameCube collection for no money out of pocket for reasons I detail right here in Chapter 1. And you know, so far, this has been going pretty well. I've been finding ways to make money, and I've been adding some really great games from my games list. But you know, I found myself sitting there asking myself, how am I going to diversify my sources of income? I need to keep finding new ways. And so I found myself turning to my phone and a Google search, and I just searched, how do you make money on your phone? You'd be surprised how many of these listicle type articles pop up, things that read, 19 legit ways to make extra cash. Some of those ways feel very not legit, but a couple of things kept bubbling to the top of these different articles. Surveys, online surveys, and two apps in particular, Survey Junkie and Swagbucks, I love that name, kept popping up. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm already sitting with a decent chunk of money in the budget, but this promises an unlimited revenue stream if I'm willing to dedicate the time. So let's download these apps, let's see what they're like, and let's see if I can add a few more dollars to the old GameCube budget with Swagbucks.
I tell you what, these surveys are a slog to do. The good news is you can do them one-handed, so when you're on baby duty, you can knock them out, but I've never worked so hard for a darn nickel in my life. You know, nothing is more annoying than starting a survey worth a bunch of points and getting kicked out and only getting 5 points. I just need to make enough points to buy a darn GameCube game. Margot, help me, honey. I guess back into it. Let's go try to find another survey that won't kick me out.
Well, folks, I am getting closer and closer to being able to close out this very painful chapter. But I've got $11 worth of Swagbucks, and I don't want to play any of these fraudulent games that are going to take me hundreds of hours and likely make me spend money to get to the threshold I need to get any Swagbucks. So there's really one outlet left in the Swagbuck app, but I do think it has some legitimacy. It's this idea of the magic receipt, which sounds really fun. Basically, if you buy products that they have agreements with and scan receipts that have those products listed, you get bucks back, and you actually can get some decent money. There is a product, I'm here at my grocery store to get a few other things, but while I'm here, I might as well pick up the Clorox Disinfecting Wipe Multi-Pack. We do use Clorox wipes with some regularity, and I think so. For that reason, I don't think it's cheating, because I'd buy them anyways. And so I'm buying them with the intention of scanning the receipt to get 350 Swagbucks, which will get me real close to 1,500, if not exactly there. And if I'm at 1,490, I'll chunk through 10 more points worth of surveys to get to that threshold to get $15 out of that app, and then promptly delete it. Well, everybody, I'm going to call this one. As I said in the opener of this episode, I can make as much money this way as I can slog through. And I've made more than I thought I would, but I'm done slogging. These surveys are painful. These Swagbuck random opportunities, I think, are dwindling. But let's recap what I've done so far. I started this episode with $135, and since then I have earned $5 from surveys, then $8.50 from surveys, 15 from Swagbucks, followed by another 10 from Swagbucks, and then I actually sold another magic card sprinkled in there. So as these little dollar amounts were adding up, ding, 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 it pushed my budget all the way up to $180.87. I think it's time we take a big chunk out of that budget, and we close this episode with Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, as you can see from these shots, Mario Kart Double Dash is in fact complete in box, black label, not the bonus disc version, but a very clean, very nice disc, as you can see here. Double Dash is not cheap, man. I don't think I got swindled. I mean, that 80 includes the shipping and the taxes and the fees and what have you. And it's a very clean case, very clean copy. These things are inking closer towards $100, and it's one of the pricier games on the list, but it was a game I had to pick up. Obviously, the multiplayer Mario Kart games. Just such a fun game to have for the family. And I may do a little bit of a longer retrospective on this game and where I think it fits in the Mario Kart world. Not new thoughts here. The quirky double kart, 2-driver kart version just really gives this game something worth coming back to that I don't think the Mario Kart 64 or Super Nintendo Mario Kart really does. I mean, certainly not the Mario Kart Wii version. Why would you play that over 8 on the Switch if you've got access to it, right? But the Double Dash version of Mario Kart, there's just something unique, frenetic, crazy, goofy, quirky. It's just GameCube, right? I mean, that's the beauty of this game. So I'm excited to have it, and that, of course, knocks a huge amount of my budget out. It almost cuts it in half. I'm just over $100. I got $101 and some change sitting there. So still some money left in the budget. Swag bucks, you can make some money off that thing. Not doing the surveys, but you want to do the magic receipt a few times, you want to verify your email, you can get yourself to $25 pretty quick. Survey junkie, you gotta want to go through that pain. I made $13, so I would never suggest it to anyone who needs money. I would say go get a job, minimum wage job. You'll make more and have less, hopefully, less mental anguish than I had sometimes going through these stupid surveys. But I can't complain when I added north of $30 to the budget for sitting on my phone and buying Clorox wipes. So we're going to call this a win. I think I'm going to delete those apps, and we're going to close out this chapter. So thanks for watching Operation GameCube. Thanks for helping me check off. Let's bring that games list up. A big heavy hitter off the games list. We're sitting with north of $100 left in our budget, so come on back for the next episode of Operation GameCube. Give this video a like, follow the channel along if you wouldn't mind, and shoot me a comment. It's fun to hear from people as I rebuild my GameCube collection of my childhood for no money out of pocket.